All right, getting ready to start the second project. It's been a few days, but anyways, the goal is that we are gonna tear this back apart, even though it's kind of counterintuitive, and we're going to use this little thing over here. My Ender, I think it's the V2. I don't actually know if it's the version 1 or version 2. And we're gonna try to replace some of the main components on here, which is just basically the chassis part. And we're probably gonna try to rebuild something different on the bottom and just see what else overall we can do. I am not an expert in measuring tools or printing, so this whole project is probably gonna go completely horrible. But hopefully it'll be entertaining along the way. And my biggest worry so far is I'm probably not gonna be the most organized for doing this. So anyways, I feel like starting at the top might be easier. Make sure that's on there. I also really need to find a light I can use, because I feel like the lighting on here is not that great. So basically, I'm gonna take apart each piece. We're gonna end up pretty much just measuring everything out and organizing everything, and then kind of seeing what we could do or what we could build on Fusion 360, which I still have the free trial for now, so I'm trying to get as much work in as I can. Let's see. And it's kind of bugging me because like this was kind of the whole goal to do in the first place, but I remember how much of a pain I had putting this together, and now I'm partly regretting doing this, but it'll be all right. Also, I might end up trying to replace this piece right here, because I do have my, can't put it into view, my Arduino Uno over here. I don't know if that can actually be used for this. I might have to buy extra pieces for it, but it might be one of those things we can figure out later on. I really should use tape or something to keep all these together. Not 5 minutes in, I've already lost my first screw. Nice. Anyways, what I'm doing, I'm using the old bags from what actually came with the kit. I'm just gonna kind of keep everything organized together to the best of my ability for the next few days. And I say that because I am not always the most organized. I think just starting right here might be a little bit easier. Now, I'm not sure. Well, for the first part, I kind of want to just do everything like a 1-to-1 scale, just to kind of get a lot of practice in with Fusion 360. But I think my overall goal would be to more or less build something completely different. But I know the biggest thing that's on my mind, I have to calibrate the servos, because apparently that's what I did wrong last time, which doesn't sound like it should be too big of a problem to fix. But the biggest part is that using plastic is going to change the weight a lot more, so I'm not sure if that's going to affect it too much. Hopefully not. But yeah, it's something we'll have to figure out eventually. Hopefully not the hard way. Same size. Okay, so I'm gonna keep all the ones that go into the servo. Literally looking at my arm. All right. I mean, you take all the screws that are looking or going into the servo. And we're gonna keep all those in a separate pile. Right. Oh, this is definitely a different size. I also think I'm going to keep the screws and nuts interlocked with each other that were originally in the thing together, so that way I don't lose those either. So I really don't know what all I will be reusing won't be, because I know in Fusion there is some ways to more or less print in pre-drilled holes, which is kind of cool, but I also don't know how well that will go. Also, I don't know the best way to organize this. Check that out. Forgot to zip tie these one side. That actually worked a lot better. Alright, so to get the zip tie off, all I did was kind of make some space. I stuck the screwdriver in to protect the wire, and then used a box cutter because I'm not gonna lie, I was too lazy to go get the scissors. Let's see, some size, yep. Probably should get a pen, mark each bag or something. Let's see. Now I think these pieces are probably going to be the hardest to make, but I'm not 100% sure on that either. Because they don't look horrible, they look fairly simple. But then there's like the angles on the corners and everything that's kind of worry me a little bit. Already having problems with screwing again. Perfectly fine. I've also lost a lot of pieces, like you'll see up top, there's only 3. And that's from like time to time using it. That one servo was not I guess set properly or something. From what I've seen or researching over the last few days, is that people hook them up to Arduinos or the breadboards or whatnot, and then kind of recalibrate them back to the position they're supposed to be in. But that's not something I knew about previously, or that was even doable in the first place. So, get this here. Put that in the corner for now. I wonder if I should even take this part apart. I mean, truthfully, I could probably just print it exactly like this. Just set it like that, so I don't lose it. So basically all I'm doing is just, there you go. All I'm doing is just kind of setting it at the end like that, so that way I don't lose the pieces. Even though I've already lost it a lot. Really should just go out and buy a couple more. I was actually planning originally on printing out kind of like a small storage chest for hardware, because I keep dropping pieces. But that way I could go out and get a bunch and it wouldn't be that big of an issue. Come on, there we go. Stick those pieces together over here. these together. I think the base is going to be the hardest part. Just because there's a lot of round parts, and I also don't understand how the ring works too much. Which I can always just take that and put it into the build. But it does look a bit intimidating. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this bottom section off. Might need a better screwdriver eventually. All of these were loose too, dang.